And so, let this good news of responding early help people who are victimized. Because we know it has lifelong repercussions on the mental health of the person. In fact, it is inevitable for those who have been abused to live normal life. And so we need to support them. One of the ways that you can also do to support them is to listen. And when we listen, we should listen with our hearts. We should listen as though you or your child was narrating it to you. Because if we do and we listen carefully to it, no matter how well we trust and respect whoever is being mentioned as the accuser, we would also have a listening ear for the one that feels victimized. So should a person be forgiven easily? Because we are Christians and we are saying that anyone, no matter the sin, should be forgiven because Christ himself forgave us irrespective of our sins. Let me ask these questions. We all know that forgiveness is difficult, and that's why we commonly say that forgiveness is what? Divine. But then, does forgiveness mean that what the person did was okay? Does it also mean that what the victim experienced shouldn't matter because it happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 years ago? Does it also mean that I have to still be in a Christian relationship with the person and smile, even when I don't want to smile, when I see the person? How am I supposed to forgive someone who doesn't admit that I have really wronged you? And not just after several pulls and push before he admits that he did something wrong. And in fact, their apology is not even meaningful. We know that forgiveness is divine. The bitterness associated with people that are hurt, people that are traumatized because of sexual abuse, is grave. And so I can say no to each of these questions. In fact, if you want to forgive someone, it must go through a process. You may have to admit that forgiveness, before I give it, must name the evil as evil. If we do not, as a church, call evil by its right name, we cannot demand forgiveness from the victim. Forgiveness will let the person, yes, go off the debilitating emotions they may be going through. However, we must understand that the person does not control the mind and the heart. So we must work it out with the person. It is God that gives the strength to forgive. So in the case of Amanda that we shared, when Amanda got married, the pastor tried to still be friends with she and their husband. But after some time, the husband and Amanda realized it is not working. We don't have to be friends. The fact that I forgive does not mean we should be friends. And we need to heal completely before I can move on. We have known of other abuse situations in the Bible. We are so much well aware of King David and Bathsheba. We know of Simon the Pharisee and Mary. We know of Eli's sons, Hophni and Phinehas. They taking advantage of people. Do you think, if not the fact that David was a king, and he called out to Bathsheba, Bathsheba would have run and come? Maybe no. Look at between David and Uriah. Also power imbalance here. And so when we talk of the power of influence or our position in abuse, we shouldn't take it lightly. Because in all these cases, there was power influence. Hophni and Phinehas, pastors' children, that is their power. The fact that they are the prophet's children. They took advantage of the women that were serving at the entrance of the tabernacle.